Let's welcome Spanky to the broadcast. How are you, Spanky?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Oh, man, how are you, man? It's good to see you. You were supposed to stop by before, and then we got you this time.
Yeah.
Finally.
I'm grinding.
Yeah, well, you keep grinding on that side of the table. Don't come over here grinding, you know what I'm saying? We don't need to. You keep your stuff in your space, okay, sir?
TMI.
Yeah. So tell us
TMI.
about your stand-up career. You're doing stand-up comedy all over America, huh?
Yeah, I've been doing stand-up 23 years.
Okay.
23 years. Bernie Mac was actually the first person to put me on stage.
Okay.
He thought I was funny. He gave me 5 minutes. I did about 2.5 minutes, and I ran out of material.
Yeah. Then what do you do?
Wasn't as funny then as it is now. When I ran out, Bernie Mac said, well, you know what you do when you run out of material? You said, talk about them.
What?
Talk about them something. I can't say what he said.
Uh-oh. Dirty word? Get blue?
He said, oh,
Get
yeah.
blue.
You know, Bernie Mac was the bluest comedian in America.
Really? He has such a family show, too.
Oh, yeah. That's his alter ego.
So Bernie Mac found you. You auditioned for him, or how did that happen?
Yeah. I went to his show, and I met him, started talking to him. He said, you know, you're really funny. You need to come back and try to do this stand-up comedy.
Okay.
And I said, I don't know. You know, I'm funny, like, in conversation.
Right.
I don't know about getting on stage and actually having a real act.
Yeah.
So he told me to come back and try it, and that's when he gave me 5 minutes. And after that, I worked with him like 13 years.
Okay.
He taught me the business side as well as the entertainment side.
Okay.
And years later, that's when I got on BET Comic View and started touring with some of the major artists in the industry. James Brown, Phyllis Hyman. You know, I toured with some of the biggest names in entertainment.
That's awesome. That's cool. So, describe people at home. What's the thrill of being on a stage? How would you describe that to something that people who doesn't do stand-up comedy? Is it like getting on the expressway and there's no cars ahead of you? How would you equivalent to something that we might not? We might, people who aren't on stage doing.
It is
describe the high to us.
It is a rush when you sit for like 2 or 3 weeks and you write these jokes.
Okay.
You're like, I hope they're funny. I'm working on them. They're funny to me.
Right. Obviously, yeah.
So then when you get on stage, and you deliver it and you get that immediate rush. See, It's not like television because you never know how well you did on TV till you get the reviews later on.
Yeah. Someone else's reviews.
Right.
Yeah.
Stand-up
One person
is that,
review.
Right.
One person, not a crowd of 30 or 40. Where like 20 of them half the crowd could love you and you're a success. One person writing something says, I don't know about that.
Right.
Too many E's in that name. I don't know, right?
So stand-up is that immediate feedback. And it's a rush. You're like, yes.
Exactly.
And I'm always nervous until I tell that first joke.
Right.
I still get nervous before every show because every crowd is different. What's funny to one audience may not be funny to the next audience. We all have had bad nights.
Right.
But Red Fox, I got the honor to meet Red Fox.
Oh, okay.
And Red
You
Fox,
big dummy.
See, it's me, Rollo Shady Grady. He said, you're supposed to be nervous. He said, the time you get on stage and you're not nervous, that's the time to quit.
Oh, really?
Because that means you don't care about your craft. You're just going out there just delivering. He said, you're supposed to get nervous every time you go on stage.
Oh, good.
So I still get nervous every time before I go on stage. But once I tell that first joke and I get that feedback, it's a rush. And it's on and popping from there.
Oh, my goodness. Now, you were a veteran.
Yes, United States Marine Corps.
Excellent. Yeah.
Hoorah.
We salute you, sir. Hawaii. That's great.
Gulf War.
Oh, okay.
Gulf War.
Has anything that you learned there helped you with the comedy?
Discipline.
Yeah.
Discipline and patience. And, just doing the right thing. Morals, honor system.
Yeah.
That's just you learn a lot in the Marine Corps that you can apply to regular everyday life. Work ethic. Right. Work ethic is important.
That's what it's all about. You got to have some type of structure.
A lot of comics want to be funny. They don't like Kevin Hart said. A lot of comics want to be funny. They don't want to put the work in. They just want that instant overnight success.
Yeah.
Bernie Mac was doing comedy 18 years before he ever made his first Def Comedy Jam appearance.
Yeah, and another funny thing they say an overnight success takes about 10 years.
Yeah.
That's what they say, right?
Yeah.
It takes about 10 years before you can actually get to that overnight,
Yeah, and
you got to put your time. You got to pay your dues.
Yeah, and I've been doing comedy. This is my 23rd year.
Okay.
Doing stand up. So, and I'm just now coming into my own.
Yeah, I was gonna talk to you about that. You're writing a screenplay.
I'm writing a screenplay right now.
Can you share a little bit about what the premise of it?
It's
Without
called
giving too much of it away.
It's called I Am Not a Mexican. I think that's hilarious right there. The screenplay is called I Am Not a Mexican.
Okay.
And it's about how it's a case of mistaken identity.
Okay.
You might say. And how I get caught by immigration and I can't prove I'm an American. And then I don't speak Spanish at all, so I can't prove I'm Spanish here. So I'm caught right in the middle.
Oh my goodness!
And the film deals with me trying to work my way, escape from immigration, and get back home. Oh. It's a hilarious comedy movie.
Just the title alone gets you like, oh come on, what's this about? You got to find out more about that. And you've also you've done some work with the Blood Money the movie.
Blood Money the movie.
Do a little bit of working on that.
It's going to be coming out.
They're working on. They're in between shootings, right? Yeah.
I co-star in Blood Money. It's going to be coming out later this year.
Okay.
I play Italian gangster.
Yeah.
Italian gangster. You talking to me, eh?
Yeah.
You talk to the freaking guy, eh? What the freaking guy say, eh?
How hard was it to play a gangster?
Actually, I enjoyed it because I do so much funny material in my everyday life, stand-up comedy, that it was refreshing to be able to show my diversity. Yeah. And so my full range and spectrum of what I could do. This not always funny.
Yeah, you got to try to be not funny.
Right.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool, showing my range.
And you did a scene with our Party.
I did.
Yeah. We'll come on in a second. But so Spanky and Party.
Yes.
Did a scene together. That has been wild.
I shot him.
Oh. Party! Oh my goodness, I can't believe it.
I shot him.
Now, tell us more about your stand-up comedy. How many you go traveling all around? What's your schedule like?
I'll be in Memphis, Tennessee. I'll be opening for the Barcades.
Okay.
Legendary group Barcades. History behind the Barcades. Also, that next day I'll be opening for Mr. Sam, who actually wrote for the Barcades, and he's a phenomenal Southern soul blues artist. Southern soul artist. He's really coming into his own. He's phenomenal. If you've never seen Mr. Sam down south, you got to go check out the Mr. Sam show. He sings, he dances, he acts. He's phenomenal.
Not bad.
And then that next weekend, I'm excited. The weekend after that, I'll be at the Las Vegas Soul Festival with Cameo, Tony Tone, Ray Goodman and Brown. Next is on that show, Lenny Williams. Yeah, is on that show. And
real close?
Yeah, real close. And got the real close.
Yeah. Making it hard for me. Yeah. That is a great, I love that.
And then closing out the show, of course, you got the legendary group Confunction.
Okay.
Is on the show.
Oh, wow. Sounds like a great lineup.
Man, that's a great lineup. Spank, and of course, you got funniest man in Memphis, comedian Spank E is on the show.
Yeah. So
I'm bringing the jokes, talking about Shaka Khan.
Yeah, Shaka Khan.
Yeah, I'm talking about Shaka Khan. Yeah,
I feel for you.
You remember that's back in the day when Shaka Khan. You remember that's back in the day when Shaka Khan be so high she fall off stage.
Oh really?
Folks be in the audience. Shaka Khan. Better get up and sing a song.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that goes back. She's still doing stuff now.
Oh yeah, Shaka Khan. She's still out there.
Yeah, you got to stay active all this time.
Yeah.
Now, tell us about this television.
I want to give a shout out to Sherry Gordy.
Okay.
As you know, who's Barry Gordy's daughter.
Right.
She's opening the door for me.
Great.
She's let me. She was the one put me on the Las Vegas Soul Festival.
Okay.
She's really taking me to that next level, that where I need to be. She's making me an A-lister.
Excellent.
Now,
cool.
So shouts out to Sherry Gordy and the entire Motown family. Yeah. Shouts out to her.
And pretty soon you'll be too big for this show. I got you now.
She's making me an A-lister, so shouts out to Sherry Gordy
that's
for opening
awesome.
that door for me.
Now tell us about this TV project for ABC.
It's going to come on every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Central Time. It's called Mind Games.
Okay.
It stars Kristen Slater and Steve Zahn. And, Steve Zahn is hilarious by himself. He's funny.
Right.
You got Kristen Slater. Louise Guzman is also on the show. It's
the lovely Louise Guzman.
The lovely Louise Guzman, yeah. What they do is they change people's minds without them knowing they did it.
Yeah, I checked that. And then you have a role in there, a recurring role, one time role. What do you have?
I work closely with Louise Guzman on the show.
Okay, and he's coming on later.
He'll be on halfway through the season.
Okay.
So when you start seeing Louise Guzman, you'll start seeing me.
Okay, you're working with him.
Yeah.
Okay, do you have a role, or are you just kind of? What's your part?
I don't want to give away the plot. I don't want to give away the storyline.
But we'll know it's you, though, right?
Yeah, you'll know
We're
it's
gonna
me.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to give away the storyline. We have to give people something to tune in.
Right, I understand. Okay, that's cool. That sounds exciting.
It's exciting.
Definitely. And anyone that's wants to start up to do stand-up comedy, what type of advice can you give them?
Patience.
Yeah.
And work on your craft. See, a lot of people get into stand-up for the money, which is the wrong thing. Don't get into stand-up comedy for the money. Get in, focus on your craft, write good jokes, focus on your craft, and everything else will come.
Yeah.
Just stay true to your craft.
How many hours a day, or how many hours a week would you say do you write new material or practice what you already have?
Yeah, I got a set routine, and then I constantly, just by experiencing life, I go through life, and that's how I find other material, just by daily living, just living every day.
Okay.
So I add to the basic routine I already have.
Okay. Do you sit there in front of the mirror and practice? How do you get it going?
I don't really stand in front of the mirror. I just come up with an idea of that's funny, and I just turn it over and over in my head until I get it where I want it to be.
Okay.
Then, I may try it on a couple of friends. I'm like, hey, you think this is funny? And then I try it out on them. Hey, is this funny?
Yeah.
They're like, I don't know.
You also got to catch them because you got to catch people at the right time for comedy, right?
Right.
You don't want to be at the wrong situation. And you're sitting in church. Hey, I got this idea. That would be bad, right? Sunday morning.
Although I have written several jokes in church.
Oh my goodness! What do you write in the missalette?
I got several.
Oh, you
jokes. Texting
yourself? How do you?
I like I said, I just come up with an idea ooh, that would be funny.
Oh, in church.
Like
that's a divine comedy, right?
That's right.
That's a gift.
Like, have you ever noticed that every time you go to church and the pastor gives a sermon, it don't never seem like he prepared.
Okay.
He's always like, because God said. You'd be like, what? You'd be like, well, what'd he say?
Do you think it's like, you think he's getting the dirt?
He'd be like, wish I had some help this morning.
The pastor's getting the direct link from God, but it's a slow pick. It's a slow,
right.
It's not DSL. It's not Comcast. It's what's the other one?
It's dial-up.
It's dial-up. Yeah. It's not the fast stuff. It's kind of.
I don't know what it is about that pulpit. They love to rub that pulpit because you see. I don't know what it is.
I don't know.
I've written several jokes. I like doing church jokes in church though, because it's always that one person like, you going to hell.
Yeah.
That's the person I want to run into in heaven and be like, hey, remember me? You said I wasn't going to make it.
You're in church though. So, you know what I'm saying? You're in church. So you're not going to hell. You know what I'm saying? You're there. You're doing,
They're like, you'll never get into the gates of heaven.
Oh, it's okay.
Which made me think, why does heaven have gates anyway? What kind of neighborhood is heaven in that we really need gates?
Right.
Do we die and go to a gated community? I'm just trying to understand what's really going on here.
And or are they keeping you from leaving?
Right.
Maybe there's something they're not telling you about it.
Okay.
They're keeping you in. You paid admission, but you can't leave.
Hey, nobody's ever come back and told us.
It's a warrant. Cool. So anything final that you could tell us about comedy? Now, real quick, here's a question I have for you. Okay, so Bernie Mac, you met Bernie Mac.
Yes.
And he told you if you fumble on stage, get dirty.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then Red Fox told you if you're not nervous to get on stage, you get out of it. Right. Any other type of advice that maybe someone might have shared with you about comedy?
Well,
that's kind of interesting how you would have one guy say go blue.
Yeah. Yeah, he said, man, do it. Go for it.
Yeah.
You go for it. You know what I'm talking about. Because I ain't scared of y'all.
Oh, any type of other advice that anyone's
Red
given
Fox,
you?
man, you know, I've met most of your big legends in the business, and everybody's offered their own, advice along the way. They give a nugget here and a nugget there.
That's beautiful, isn't it?
Like Bill Cosby said, always sign your own checks.
Oh, okay.
That way you always know where the money's going.
Okay, that's good. Yeah.
Bill Cosby said, always sign your own checks. Yo, what's up? This your boy, comedian Spank E from BET. I'm glad to be on my man's show right here. You know, it's been quite a day. He has some singers on there, some country singers, man. He has some raw bacon cooking dude on here. Here's the trip. Deep fried bacon. I don't even know how they came up with that concept. We're not gonna kill you slow. We're gonna kill you fast. as if eating bacon ain't bad enough. We want to send you to the heart attack express. Raw bacon. I told the man I come out here to do the show for some food. He bring me deep fried bacon. Ain't that some shit? But it's cool being here. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Look me up on Facebook, Spank E Comedy. Holla at your boy.